Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Autoimmune Health Solutions, and welcome to the conversation on health, chronic illness, and autoimmune disease. My name is Dr. Michael Smith, and I've been a frontline clinician focusing on autoimmune disease for 25 years. I'm also an autoimmune patient, so I know how oppressive and life-changing these conditions can be. Please stay till the end of this video if you would like a free copy of my 600-page cookbook, Returning to an Ancestral Diet. And I'll talk about how that can work in a minute. Before I talk about autoimmune disease, I just want to share some thoughts on modern health statistics. 1 in 3 of us will get cancer or diabetes in our lifetime while we eat 150 pounds of sugar per person per year. Over 50% of us are obese, and obesity tends to produce hormonal imbalances and even more chronic inflammation. 30% of people will face a serious psychological or mental burnout at some point in their lives. Our children will live shorter lives than we will, and the number 3 killer in the modern world is medical error, usually due to overly complicated pharmaceutical protocols. There are people who have to take 15 pills 3 times a day. It's pretty easy to mess that up. And 1 in 5 people walking around today has some form of autoimmune dysfunction. That means 20% of us are living with an immune system that is basically a ticking time bomb. At present, there are over 200 autoimmune conditions that we know of, and in the near future, it is probable that allopathic medicine will admit that cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, chronic depression, and anxiety are all driven by autoimmune-like inflammation. Given our modern health statistics, you do not want to take your well-being for granted. On this channel, I will be sharing videos and podcasts on some big picture topics like what autoimmunity is, how it works, why it's on the rise, and what the autoimmune spectrum can tell you about how to take care of your health in a very specific way based on your exact condition. I'll also be getting into very practical subjects like the Autoimmune Protocol, or my version called the Ancestral Autoimmune Protocol, metabolic and hormonal balance, repairing your gut health, rebuilding a leaky gut, resetting your epigenetics, supporting your liver, balancing your fitness, rest, and sleep, finding out which supplements, vitamins, and herbs actually help and why, and how fasting, mindfulness, meditation, psychedelic plants, and even how spiritual practices may be able to help you heal. So where should we start? As a clinician, I focus on a 4-phase protocol. The first phase is always about reducing inflammation. The second phase is about replenishing your body's depleted stores, especially around connective tissue and your gut membrane. Stage 3 has mostly to do with a longer-term, seasonal, nutrient-dense diet that's still very low in any kind of antigens or those food triggers that can make us sick. The 4th phase is about long-term balance and making sure that you know what you basically need to keep out of your diet and what you can bring back into your diet in the long term. How long each of us needs to stay in each of those 4 phases is determined by where your condition fits in to what we call the autoimmune spectrum. Now, autoimmunity can go from a person with allergies to a person in the intensive care unit. So there's a lot of ranges on how aggressive or how destructive your condition may be. So we are going to learn all about that on this channel, Autoimmune Health Solutions. There's just a couple of other things I'd like to share with you. As I mentioned, I've been working with autoimmune disease for about 25 years. And within about the first 5 years, it became very clear to me that most of my patients, about 80% of them, actually had experienced pretty severe trauma or had childhood trauma, or both. And I decided to go out of my way and learn about trauma therapy and somatic awareness and breath work and other things to help my patients with that aspect of their care. And the results have been incredible. So, along with all the videos that I'm going to be creating around autoimmune disease and diet and supplements and all of the things that can help you stay well in that way, I'm also going to be creating some videos about how to deal with trauma and or addiction, because most of us with chronic illness are more prone to these kinds of experiences. So what about that free book? All you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, leave a little comment or question below, and then go over to Facebook, find me on Autoimmune Health Solutions, like that page, and just leave me a little message saying that you're done, and I'll send you through the private messaging part of Facebook a copy of Returning to an Ancestral Diet. It's a 600-page book, it's got 500 recipes, and it's a really great resource to get you started on improving your health. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Dr. Michael Smith, and welcome to Autoimmune Health Solutions. You can find my website at autoimmunehealthsolutions.com or my website for trauma work and addiction, somaticmindfulness.org. Please subscribe, ring that little bell, and leave me a comment or especially a question about a kind of video you would like me to make. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video and continue our conversation about health, chronic illness, and autoimmune disease. Have a great day.